to talk there, or you just
no, I'll just hold it down. I got this.
You got this? Awesome. How you doing, Mercedes?
Yeah.
Welcome. Appreciate you coming through and spend some time with us. So I kind of explained what we're doing tonight. The special charity event supporting Tony. All the bits and subs are gonna go there.
That's awesome.
So can you speak about Tony for a bit?
Yeah, I can do that. So I've known Tony for a while now, and he's just an overall awesome guy. He's very uplifting, very creative whenever it comes to drawing. And some of the stuff that he's worked on in games really good. If do you know the creepy clown car?
Yes,
like
I do know that one.
A tiny car with a whole bunch of people that can fit in it. Yeah, he's animated that one. One of his funnier ones that he's animated is the gingerbread horse that has one bone in it. So you know what bones are with animating?
Yes, actually I do. When they create animation, like a 3D animation, yeah, all the bones like you see in a human body are almost like recreated for where you can actually do the certain movements, or it's not a human, whatever movements you want to do.
So yeah, he told me about he gets assigned the gingerbread horse mount for the pack during winter, and he immediately is just like, he gets handed it and he's like, this has one bone in it, and they're like, yep, do what you need to, and he's just like, okay. So he had to figure out how to animate just a very one-sided horse, and so that was kind of funny. He goes, I mean, the people on the back of the horse you can animate those more, but it was just funny. I thought the gingerbread horse mount. Another thing that he's animated in game is if you go to, I think it's called the Thieves' Den. If you go there, it's in Mirage, you can go and find this baboon on a bongo that just hits the bongo and looks really crazy, and his eyes are side to side. He did that one. He also did a couple of the Beastmen in Imperia. Those ones are really good. And the Wargoyle for the, one of the bundles, it's Battle Mage, the Battle Mage bundle. He did the Wargoyle for that one.
Oh, I have that. That was how I started playing.
Yeah, he's the one that animated the Wargoyle. Let's see. How I first asked him to kind of like interact with me was through this program called Drawpile. And if you don't know what Drawpile is, he was watching my stream, saw that I was drawing a bit, and he actually asked if there was a way that I could find out if we could draw together. So I found this program called Drawpile where you go on a server and you just draw on one canvas, and you can invite people. So I've invited people like Dearly Doodles on. I've invited, if you know Tom from KI, Tom Purdue, invited him. I've invited Vanessa Mythdust before to join, to just join anytime that Tony's on, just because he has a better time whenever you have like more people and topics and stuff to bounce off of. So that's fun. Another story, I guess, with the draw pile is he'll go around and he'll draw little characters, obviously, and then he'll go and color them in. And I remember one time we were all in the same canvas, and he drew, I think it was supposed to be a yellow dog, and it ended up being green. And we said, Tony, that's a really good drawing. And he's like, thank you. And he's like, I just thought an adorable yellow dog would be really cool. And we're like, yeah, it looks great. And he's like, it isn't yellow, is it? And we're like, no, it's green. So he was just kind of like, gosh dang it. And so what he normally does is get little, those codes that tell you what colors are what?
Oh, usually it's a hex code.
Yeah, hex codes, yeah. That's how he survives. With colors, if he needs a specific one.
Oh, so so I imagine he has memorized like different hex codes for different colors, or I think maybe some of them might overlap. I haven't looked that.
He just kind of looks them up on Google. He's like, hex code for yellow, and then it just brings up the standard of yellow. And then if he needs something darker or lighter, he'll go from there. But he normally, I think it's he needs the base color, and then he can decide kind of if he wants to make it darker or lighter. Yeah, he's super nice. If you ever get the chance to meet him, he's super friendly and he'll mess around. Other things that he does is like if you watch KI Live, there's this Merle Ambrose puppet, and he actually is the one that made that. It's really cool.
Was it on this last KI Live?
No, it was a couple KI Lives ago. It's actually Jeff Tony, who sits like right across from him at the office, that does the abracadoodles. He actually commissioned Tony to make it. So Jeff and Tony kind of just like talked about what he wanted from this Merle Ambrose puppet, and then he made it because he was really curious about making them. So he kind of just does stuff on the fly. Another thing that he does.
Let me give you a little information. I just found out about this game, I want to say 4 months ago.
Okay.
So yeah, some of it's gonna go over my head. That's why I have some experts come and help me out here.
I get you.
Okay, but I have seen the abracadoodles. I've only seen the last KI or two live. It's like maybe 2 back, so I'll have to look out for that. Look out for the puppets there.
Yeah. Let's see. I know. Okay, so just last abracadoodle, I was really surprised because Tony was telling me that he kept on asking me for Vanessa Myth Dust and Dearly Doodles and my characters for reference, and I was kind of confused because then he goes, also I need Mia's character Chew Chip, I need her thing, and it turns out she was making flip books of our characters. So like, yeah,
those were so awesome.
Yeah, he does sell flip books on his website.
Flip books. What is a flip book?
So it's a whole bunch of so it's like a rectangle that's like 5 inches by 3 inches, and it's a stack of drawings that whenever you flip them, it makes the pictures move. So imagine
physical or digital?
Like no, it's a physical thing.
Okay, gotcha.
So like it's a frame by frame of whatever he wanted to animate at that time. So like Vanessa's had her character holding a sword and waving it up in the air, and Mia's had her character Chew Chip, which is like a jackalope, jump down from the ceiling, look around, and then jump away. And then mine that he made for me, which was really nice. Like I wasn't expecting it at all. 'Cause this is the type of guy Tony is. Like he'll just like do this sort of stuff out of the blue and be like really spontaneous. Was my character Morgrim kind of casting some magic real quick and like just dispersing it out, and then it disappears. But yeah, he made 3 flip books in the time that like it took for us to. I think it took him a couple weeks. But like that's the type of person Tony is like he'll make things for others and just enjoys doing it.
Yeah, passion for it. That's really awesome. Like Chrissy was telling me, to get to where he is, I mean, you have to have a passion for that to, if it's going to be a bit of a challenge doing it, not to let it stop you. You gotta love doing it.
One of his first animating jobs, well, actually no, so one of his first jobs in the industry was actually not animating, it was texturing rocket ships for this game. He doesn't even remember what game it was some like default rocket ships. I think it was to like buy in a pack for like beginner animators to buy, and then
Wait, not a KI game.
No, not a KI game.
Okay.
It was just like that was his first job. So like, not everyone starts out where they want to, I guess.